Welcome to Saroj Digital Learning Standard 8 SST class History Lesson number 12 India Gains Independence. In this lesson we will see how India gained independence and how the Indian fought bravely with the Britishers and what steps our Indian leaders have taken to liberate India. During the period of Second World War, Indian freedom struggle had become more extensive. The demand for the independence of the India was gaining its strength. The British rulers realized that it was necessary to take a serious note of it. Accordingly, the British government started preparing various plans for granting independence to India. The Indian National Congress was founded on the principle of secularism. People of all castes and religions had taken part in the national struggle. To weaken this movement, the British adopted the policy of divide and rule. Its consequence was the establishment of Muslim League. In 1930, Dr. Muhammad Iqbal, a well-known poet, put forth the thought of an independent Muslim state. Later, Chaudhry Rahmat Ali put up the idea of Pakistan, the two-national theory, and demanded a separate Muslim nation named Pakistan. Indian National Congress was only a Hindu organization. The Muslims have no benefit of it. Such kind of propaganda was started by Barrister Jinnah and the Muslim League. Wavell Plan. In June 1945, Lord Wavell, the Viceroy of India, drew up a plan. There were different provisions in this plan. Accordingly, some of its provisions were that in central and provisional legislature, Muslims, Dalits and minorities should be given proper representation, and there will be equal number of Hindus and Muslim members in Viceroy Executive Council. A meeting of all major political parties in India was organized at Simla to consider the Wavell Plan. Barrister Jinnah insisted that only the Muslim League should have the right to suggest the names of Muslim representatives to Viceroy's Executive Council, but the Congress opposed it. Therefore, the Wavell Plan could not be successful. Means it was unsuccessful plan. Cabinet mission. Next point. After the end of Second World War, the British rulers were in favor of granting freedom to India. In the Parliament, British Prime Minister Attlee clarified that the British policy regarding India, according to it, the right of India people to draft their own constitution was recognized. It was also made clear that the issue of minorities will not come in the way of India's independence. In March 1946, a delegation of British ministers, namely Patrick Lawrence, Stafford Cripps and A.V. Alexander, put forth England's plan regarding India in front of Indian leaders. This is called as Cabinet Mission. Some of the provisions in the plan were not acceptable to the Congress. Similarly, there were no provisions of independent state for the Muslims, so the Muslim League was unsatisfied. Therefore, Cabinet Mission was not fully accepted. So, since there was no provisions for separate Muslim states. Now, direct action. Since the demand for Pakistan was not being fulfilled, the Muslim League decided for the direct action. Accordingly, 16th August 1946 was declared to be observed as Direct Action Day by the Muslim League. The followers of Muslim League restored to violent ways. There were Hindu Muslim riots in various parts of the country. There were massacres. in the Nakhwali region in the provinces of Bengal. To stop this violence, Gandhiji went there without giving any thought to his own life. He tried his best to establish peace there. All this happening in India. Now establishment of interim government. While the blaze of violence had arisen in the equality, Viceroy Wavell established the interim government. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the head of the government. The Muslim League initially denied to participate in the interim government, but later on they decided to participate in it. But since the leader of Muslim League adopted the policy of obstruction, hence the interim government could not work smoothly. Mountbatten Plan. England Prime Minister Attlee had announced that England would leave its dominion on India before June 1948 on the background of transfer of power in India. Lord Mountbatten was appointed as Viceroy of India. Mountbatten held discussions with prominent leader of India. Thereafter, he prepared a plan of creation of India and Pakistan as two independent nations. Indian National Congress opposed the plan of partition. Indian National Congress said they don't want to divide India. They wanted to stay united, both Hindus and Muslims. Unity of nation was the basic stand of Indian National Congress. But the Muslim League remained adamant on the creation of Pakistan. National Congress was left with no option but to accept the decision of partition with complete helplessness. Thus we could see in this map, we could see India was divided into two, Hindustan and Pakistan. Now turn the page. Indian Independence Act. On 18th July 1947, on the basis of Mountbatten Plan, the Indian Independence Act was passed in British Parliament on 15th August 1947. The two independent nations, India and Pakistan, will come into existence. Thereafter, the British Parliament will not have any control over them. The British supremacy over the princely states will also come to an end. The Act provided them the right to either join India or Pakistan or remain independent. Now we will study about India gain independence. As per the Indian Independence Act, India was granted independence on 15th August 1947. A meeting of the Constituent Assembly was going on the Hall of Parliament House in Delhi in the midnight of 14th August 1947. At the stroke of midnight hour, India's dependence came to an end. The Union Jack of Britain was lowered, and in its place the Indian tricolor flag was unfurled. India attained independence from the 150 years of slavery. We could see here that Britishers went away to British, giving us freedom. The joy of attainment of freedom was not untainted. Indian people were grieved due to the partition of the country and the terrible violence during that period. Instead of joining the celebration of independence, Gandhiji was striving hard in Bengal. Within 6 months of attainment of freedom of India, Gandhiji was brutally assassinated by Nathuram Godse on 30th January 1948. Gandhiji strove day and night to preserve Hindu-Muslim unity. and laid down his life for the same. When we conclude the lesson, we could see here we have attended the freedom, but we cannot enjoy it. Because father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, he was assassinated by Nathuram Godse on 30th January 1948, and the whole India was under grief because of the departed soul of Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you.